I guess if it were me that was in charge of it and I had to put together some sort of plan and I had it in my head, you know, I'm getting rid of all of these people, I'm getting rid of all of these buildings, you know. I guess I could only compare it to if you've ever been to Arizona and seen like Arizona State. Right down there on Mill Avenue it's a lot like Welch, but it's bigger and it's got its own life. I mean, businesses thrive on not only college students but people that live in that area. I mean, it's just not specials. You know, it's not like, hey, you know, it's, you know, mug night for come and get liquored up. You know, your family could go there and hang out, and it's a different, you know, it's a different feel. But they have all sorts of businesses. They got little open air markets right up the road from, you know, bars, tattoo shops, clothing stores. I mean, if I was going to do it, I say what I would start right here on Lincoln Way, and I would just redo it from here all the way up to Storm Street. And you'd have to have businesses that are going to make it, you know. Small markets to where you could just go, because that's a big thing. I live right up the road. I've got to either drive to Hy-Vee West or Hy-Vee East, and that's a pain. You know, I can come to AJ's Market and get stuff, but they don't have everything that you're looking for. It'd be nice to have things that are more family-oriented that you would need, but I mean, that would have to be the thing, is you'd have to redo everything, and you can't stop 1 or 2 blocks. I mean, you'd have to take it all the way down, because if you're making it if you're redoing it for that purpose, it should be you know, used all the way down that road and have every single possibility that you need. Hell, you know, I need an oil change. There should be an oil change place right up the road. I mean, if they're talking about, I don't know what their reasons for wanting to do this or even talking about it are, but I mean, if I was going to do it, I'd say, well, my whole plan is to, you know, kind of accommodate the student body more and put things out there for them because it's right by campus. I put everything that they would possibly need, you know, Jiffy Lube right up the road, some nicer restaurants right up the road, you know, not these little seedy places, which have good food, but, you know, make it, you know, a little different. Because it's basically the same as any other college town that you see. It's just a college, bunch of bars and bunch of hangouts, and that's it. They should make it to where it's got everything that's, I, you know, kind of look at it as being more family oriented, but based around, you know, the college students, if that's what they're going for. Shit, I don't know what they're going for, other than to make me not sleep at night.
So how much longer are you actually going to be tattooing on? Because we got to get some video of the tattoo gun and stuff.
I got to finish up this part right here, probably 10 minutes.
Okay, cool. So then, yeah, any more questions?
I guess I was going to ask a basic question. So would you remove the stores that are here now and start fresh going up the street, or just like add stores up the street while keeping the ones that are here?
I think if you took down all of these buildings and you had to redo it, you know, like I said, you'd have so much money into that. People couldn't afford to pay rent here. I mean, there's a lot of businesses that struggle because the rent is so high anyways. Now you're talking about putting in brand new buildings that are millions upon millions of dollars. You're going to have to pay for that. And I don't know. I would say that to maybe it would be upon building owners in this area to maybe kind of update some buildings. Because then you would run into the problem of you'd have the first block would be kind of older looking rundown buildings a little, and then the next few blocks would all be brand spanking new top of the line buildings. And if you're going to do it, I think it should look semi-organized, like you know what you're doing. You know, put it on these people that own all these buildings. They make enough money off of people that rent. You know, make them update the outside. You know, make it look nice. Put in you know, little street benches out in front. Something. I mean, something would have to be to where some of these buildings would have to be updated somewhat in order to kind of go to the whole thing. Because otherwise, you're just half-assing it. You're saying, well, you guys can stay here, but from here on up, we're going to make everything look real nice. Well, you've got more buildings up the road, and then you've got another tattoo shop that comes into town, and they've got a nicer building than what I have. whether they're good or not, you know, people are going to check it out because it's a nicer looking place. I would say that build all new up the road, and the stuff that's here, just make the owners actually do something. Make them look nice. I mean, hell, you could even put it some sort of like a code on it that, you know, the buildings have to look this way, but you've got a few different options. So that would probably be the smartest way to go about it, but either way, the rent's going to go up anyway, so I suppose it doesn't really matter if you knock them down and start over.
Do you own or rent?
We just rent here, yeah.